Now in Good Morning Northwest, a standoff near Chief Gary Park ends in an arrest. Coming up, why Spokane police were there to begin with.
Dense fog advisory this morning until 11. Rain is in the forecast. Could be a little bit of snow, too. We're going to talk about that coming up.
And it's the largest prisoner swap between the U.S. and Venezuela. 10 Americans for one Venezuelan. What we're learning about the exchange and why some Republicans are blasting the move. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Well, good morning, Northwest. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is Thursday, December 21st. Let's check in with Mark in our first alert forecast. We are starting off really foggy.
Yeah, we got foggy also into the West Plains. Robin checked out, again, some of the flights. There are delays out there. So if you're flying out this morning, check. 34 degrees currently, 36 into Coeur d'Alene. Not a lot of fog there, just need to focus the camera. Now, here we go. Dense fog advisory all the way over past Ritzville, almost to Moses Lake. Takes us right to the line. We're seeing fog into Idaho as well. So time, that's what you need to do. Build time into your commute or your travel this morning because you're going to find it. Dense fog advisory again. A gray, foggy day today. We're experiencing that, could continue into the afternoon. We're going to see the potential of rain with mountain snows Friday, and we have a 20% chance of snow on Christmas. Here is what we have currently. We're sitting at 36 into the valley, 35 Deer Park, Liberty Lake 38, freezing in Spangle and Cheney at 32 degrees. Our forecast today, we're going to see the cloud cover, maybe some breaks this afternoon, see a little blue sky, and a high today of 40 degrees.
Spokane police took a man into custody at a house near Chief Gary Park last night following a standoff. It happened on East Sinto. Now police are searching for the property for evidence in an investigation into felony harassment. Of course, we'll keep you posted with any new information as it becomes available. A critical prisoner swap between the U.S. and Venezuela is bringing 10 Americans back home.
It is now the largest release of U.S. prisoners in Venezuela's history. Let's get to Sydney Charles at the Breaking Now desk with the latest details on this.
6 of the 10 wrongfully detained Americans who were freed in a prisoner exchange deal with Venezuela landed just a few hours ago at a Texas Army base. And take a look, the White House National Security Advisor posting this image online welcoming the men back home. Now, California businessman Savoy Wright is one of the Americans now free. He'd been held in Venezuela since October.
So much gratitude for the moment, for the United States of America, for all of you, and for the opportunity to come home.
But some Republicans are blasting the deal. Senate Republican Marco Rubio slamming the exchange as a disgraceful decision. The Biden administration brokering the deal with Venezuela. The White House agreeing to grant clemency to Alex Saab, an alleged investor for Venezuela's president who faced money laundering charges. Venezuela also extradited Leonard Francis back to the U.S. as part of the deal. The former military contractor known as Fat Leonard fled to Venezuela after escaping house arrest in San Diego. He's the notorious figure behind the largest corruption scandal in U.S. military history. The Biden administration says it will continue to work on freeing other hostages being held around the world.
Even though we can celebrate their return, the president's not willing to sit on the side while we still have Americans overseas. We have to keep pursuing that.
And as part of the deal, President Biden says Venezuela's president also gave assurances he would allow fair elections. Biden signaling sanctions could snap back if Venezuela doesn't uphold its end of the deal. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
Well, President Biden says the U.S. is also working through whether to support a UN Security Council resolution about the Israel-Hamas war. The resolution calls for a suspension of hostiles in Gaza to allow more aid. Now, a long-delayed vote has been pushed to today. Multiple UN agencies support a halt in fighting, warning of a dire humanitarian situation in the Gaza Strip. The U.S. has repeatedly blocked ceasefire calls from the UN Security Council. Meanwhile, a new survey of hundreds of Palestinians in Gaza and the West Bank suggest they back Hamas in its decision to go to war with Israel, seeing no alternative to armed struggle. A cousin of the missing woman who was found dead in Valley Ford last week is in mourning.
Janelle Martinson vanished in late November with her cousin left to wonder what happened. Court documents accuse her ex-boyfriend, Colton Russell, of killing her. Russell himself was killed a week and a half ago in Northeast Spokane. Martinson's body was found December 14th off of South Madison Road. According to court documents, Martinson's murder was discovered during the investigation into the deaths of Russell and Kiara Morgan Whelan. The suspect in those murders, Brandon Kenny, told investigators Russell killed Martinson and then threatened to kill him if he didn't help move her body. Martinson's cousin says she was a domestic violence victim at the hands of Russell.
She loved him, and they, he had already beat her up before multiple times.
Alicia Galbraith says Martinson depended on Russell for illegal drug use. The Spokane County Medical Examiner says the cause of her death is pending. Murder suspect Brandon Kenny is being held on $1 million bond. He's charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder.
Wall Street breaking its winning streak. The Dow ending at 1.3% and the S&P and NASDAQ each losing 1.5%. Stock markets had been rising steadily since last week on hopes that interest rate cuts could be coming as early as next spring.
Home sales are already on the upswing. The National Association of Realtors says sales of existing homes bounced up by 0.8% in November compared to October, the first rise in 5 months. But the inventory of homes is still low, keeping prices near record highs.
Well, if you're hitting the roads this holiday season, you might see some plows out there on the road.
And that's why the Washington Department of Transportation created a fun short film to remind us all about plow safety. Take a look.
Another big no-no is passing us on the right while we're plowing. That's one way to wind up on the naughty list or deal with insurance. I'm not sure which is worse.
Norman the Motor Gnome also says to be sure to give plows plenty of space because plow drivers sometimes have to avoid obstacles on the road and can change lanes at a moment's notice. If you would like to watch the entire short film, and we recommend it, look for this story on KXLY.com.
So cute. Such a cute idea.
It's so great. And The Abominable made.
Exactly.
Look at that.
Made a guest
main appearance.
Love
Cameo. It's now 7 minutes after 6.
Let's get over to Mark Peterson for another check of our forecast out there. White Christmas. We've bounced around a little bit on the idea.
We're defining it right now. There is an actual definition of 1 inch of snow on the ground currently. So for those who have the shadow areas, you have a small part of White Christmas. Or if we get 1/10 of an inch of snow falling, that could legitimately say it was a White Christmas. Right now, it's a dark morning. We do have fog into the South Hill, 5 Mile, Green Bluff, into those mid-levels. Be careful. We'll have a full check of the forecast coming up.
Traveling for the holidays after the break, why there is major concern if you're flying anywhere today.
And how this Spokane Valley 8-year-old earned the title hero. His awesome story right after this break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Right on time.
See our huge selection of Camrys built for everyday drivers at Parker Toyota in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
There is a place where magic seems to hide around every corner, where cherished memories are born in twinkling snowflakes, where enchanting adventures await all who explore. Where is this real-life winter wonderland? Nestled by the lake is Coeur d'Alene's Holiday Light Show, an experience you will never forget. Discover Santa's all-new North Pole with holiday getaways starting at only $250.
Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight, we're happy tonight. Walking in a winter wonderland. Gone away is a bluebird, here to stay is a new bird. He sings a love song as we go along. Walking in a winter wonderland.
My name is Bob Rambo, and this is my Summit Cancer Center story. I had lymphoma. I was kind of scared to death, and the doctors recommended I go to Summit Cancer Center. Everybody on the staff there is super neat, nice, and it's kind of like a homecoming. I had lymphoma, and they cured that. I'm very thankful for this cancer center.
This Christmas, treat yourself to a new Toyota from
Findlay. And take advantage of year-end specials on your favorite Toyotas. Plus, delay payments for up to 90 days, making it a great time to check off your wish list for that perfect gift from Findlay.
At Coeur d'Alene Wigs, we have that great hair day every day. Wigs are a great way to look and feel good in a matter of minutes. With over 60 years experience, we will help you find a wig that matches your personality and gives you confidence. Coeur d'Alene Wigs, where it's a great hair day every day.
4 News Now is brought to you by End the Violence.
It is 6:10. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. Major concerns brewing about holiday travel today with just 4 days before Christmas.
As millions prepare to travel by air, a massive storm is bearing down on the West Coast, which could have a ripple effect across the country. 10 inches of rain could fall in parts of Southern California, potentially triggering mudslides and air travel delays. Some evacuation warnings were already issued in Ventura County last night due to those flooding concerns.
Survivors of a deadly earthquake in China are sheltering in tents, braving sub-zero temperatures and fearing aftershocks. A dozen people are still missing, and the number of dead is up to 137 people. The 6.2 magnitude quake struck a remote and mountainous region of northwest China Monday. The quake destroyed more than 207,000 homes, affecting 145,000 people.
Well, 3 times this year, scientists have successfully replicated nuclear fusion. Now, if the process is mastered, it could provide the world with a near limitless source of clean power without radioactive waste. It's a significant step into what could one day be an important solution to the global climate crisis, which is driven primarily by the burning of fossil fuels.
10-second takeaway on a Thursday morning. Going to be clouds. We have the fog. Oh, it's chilly, that high humidity. So, light winter gear as you're heading out, and know that today's high is 40 degrees.
An 8-year-old from Spokane Valley is a hero. He saved his mom's life over the summer. This week, Spokane Valley Fire Commissioners recognized Leonel Bermudez for his bravery. At their meeting, commissioners presented him with the fire department's life-saving award. Over the summer, his mom, Monica, had a seizure and collapsed. Leonel and his 11-month-old sister were the only ones home at the time. The 8-year-old bravely called 911, staying on the phone until paramedics arrived. He let them in and answered all of their questions.
He's my hero, because if he wasn't for him, I don't know, maybe I'm not here.
Captain Josh Lofton of the Spokane Valley Fire Department says Leonel did everything right in this situation and hopes anyone else will do the same in future emergencies.
That's so awesome to see.
Ah, wow. It is now just about 6:13.
Leavenworth is in the Christmastown big leagues. It's drawing attention from around the globe. We'll show you what Good Morning America found when it visited next.
And as we send you off to a commercial break, a live look at one of our own Christmassy spots in Spokane. We know that place. That's Cali Park. Much more on Good Morning Northwest coming up on your Thursday.
Paprika, garlic, tomato, a feast for the whole family. Introducing the Royal Rosars Rib Roast, exclusively flavored by Spiceology. Now available at your neighborhood Rosars.
KXLY celebrates 70 years of serving you, a pioneer in broadcasting and now the digital age. We've covered historic moments, made history ourselves, and kept our commitment to you and our community. Thanks for watching, and here's to the next 70 on KXLY.
Your whole health is more than what you find at the doctor's office, because it's all around you. The food you eat, what makes you happy, and what keeps you up at night. The place you call home. It's why we created a health insurance company that considers so much more. WellPoint, your whole health is our whole point.
Burning the candle at both ends this holiday season? Well, if it's Z's you need, the holiday sale at Denver Mattress has you covered. And right now, everything is on sale, like the budget-friendly Summit Queen for only $332.49. Or check out Easy Choice Plush or Firm, now just $474.99. Get a $300 gift when you purchase any Tempur-Pedic, plus 5 years, no interest financing, and free shipping right to your doorstep. The holiday sale, on now at Denver Mattress.
The love that goes into a Subaru comes out when Subaru and our retailers share the love. 116,000 animals supported, 3,300 wishes granted, 4.3 million meals provided, and over 400 national parks protected. Be a part of something bigger Get a new Subaru during the Share the Love event, and Subaru and our retailers will donate $300 to charity.
Drive new Subaru models with 2.9% financing at AutoNation Subaru.
Get your groove on at Mistaqua Casino Hotel Sunday, December 31st. You could win your share of over $15,000 in cash. Enjoy party favors to ring in 2024. Learn more at Mistaqua.com.
Living in the Inland Northwest has its advantages, and one of those is working with amazing people who dedicate their time and efforts to help others. STCU's Volunteers Count is a program to say thank you for this service and inspire others to give back too. Please tell us about a volunteer at a local nonprofit that inspires you. Go to KXLY.com/volunteerscount and nominate them. Help us showcase those people who give of their time and truly make a difference. Volunteers Count, brought to you by 4 News Now and STCU.
Paprika, garlic, tomato, a feast for the whole family. Introducing the Royal Rosars Rib Roast, exclusively flavored by Spiceology. Now available at your neighborhood Rosars.
4 News Now is brought to you by Andy's Heating, Cooling, Electrical.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Welcome back in. The time is now 6:16. We're taking a live look at the Bavarian village of Leavenworth, chosen as one of the most Christmassy towns in America. The distinction puts Leavenworth in the big leagues, and that means it's drawing some international attention this holiday season.
It is the latest stop on GMA's tour of America's most festive towns. Will Gans has the story.
There's Christmas magic in these mountains.
Magical. Festive. Wonderful.
With more than 500,000 Christmas lights, making this the most Christmassy cosmopolis south of the North Pole.
Good morning, America, from Leavenworth, Washington.
Nestled in the foothills of the towering Cascade Mountains of the Pacific Northwest, the business of Christmas is booming.
This last weekend was a 20% gain from the pedestrian counts over last year.
Decorating starts in early October, taking a team more than 1,000 hours, with lights weighing a total of 6,000 pounds. Erica Bowie and her family, now 3 generations strong, run Leavenworth Reindeer Farm.
I'm able to see 1,000 people a day that come to me and they go, I can't believe you get to live on a reindeer farm and do this for work.
What would you say is the biggest misconception people have about reindeer?
Reindeer do not eat carrots.
What?
Reindeer need soft foods to eat.
The Gingerbread Factory, celebrating 35 years of sweet success.
We just keep baking. We have a line out the door and we're shipping as well.
Do you have a favorite creation that you've made?
Yes.
And?
It was a Seahawks stadium.
And the gumdrop on top?
We've become a lot of people's family traditions.
It's an incredible joy. And the fact that we get to be a part of these folk stories is an honor and a privilege.
I want to go check out those reindeer.
Look at this. Live look right now. Leavenworth.
So pretty.
We saw that exact shot with that tree because I was thinking, how in the world did they do that? The red and the silver tree. Wow.
So many lights.
Fantastic. So that's what we are dealing with over in Leavenworth. If you could get there, it might be hard to see getting there.
About 3 hours.
Yeah,
to
about
get
3
there.
hours, but the visibility might make it a little
Visibility, yeah, it's going to add time to everybody's commute and perhaps to the flights. You checked just moments ago.
Yeah, we have 4 delays right now, big time delays.
All right, if you're going to be flying out of here today, you want to check before you head out. All right, so we do have, again, limited visibility in some areas. Others, like Hayden and Coeur d'Alene, looking really good. So, again, just be aware if you're going to be traveling, you could see fog at every turn. 36 currently into the valley, 35 Deer Park. We got 32 into Cheney. Warming to about 40 degrees today. Going to be cloudy, mild. We're going to have winds that are going to be light. We're not expecting anything major. A little bit of drizzle or sprinkles coming out of that moisture-laden air that's sitting right on the surface. Tonight, temperatures down to 31 degrees with more potential for fog. There's the huge low that's creating all of that rain into central and southern California. They need the rain. They don't need that much that in that short period of time. We've got some energy coming our way, and that's going to produce those showers for Friday. Midsection of the country, yeah, getting some rain, but not like what they're seeing over on the West Coast. So our 4-day forecast, we're going to have variable clouds, could see a little blue sky at times today. Then we get into tomorrow noon, and we're going to have that system that's going to push through relatively quickly. By 4 o'clock should be exiting, but we're going to have mountain snows. So that is heading to Grandma's house in Montana. Saturday afternoon probably be better timing if you're not good with winter travel. Otherwise, you're going to see it Saturday morning. Now, into Monday, Christmas Day, 1 a.m., we do have this chance of this wrapping around and bringing in a little bit of light snow. And we're also going to be seeing some heavy snows over Snoqualmie Pass returning back after Christmas. 40 for our high today, and we're going to have 42 into Coeur d'Alene. We're going to see those temperatures continue tomorrow. Monday, Merry Christmas, everyone. 35 degrees expected there, and then we start warming up again for the middle of next week.
Santa can get out. He might be able to deliver those presents.
Oh, he'll do it. Magic.
Thanks, Mark.
It is now just about 6:21.
Well, when you say the West Coast Conference, most people here in the Inland Northwest think of the Zags. However, that might be changing, at least temporarily. Stick around and we'll share much more coming up next in sports. Thanks so much for waking up with us on Good Morning Northwest. We'll be sending you off to break this morning with a look at Cowley Park. We'll see you right after this.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
For safe winter driving, Perfection Tires got it. Cooper, Nokian, Toyo, and many other quality brands.
Winter tires can allow you to stop up to 50% faster on snow and ice.
Expert advice, fair price, easy credit. Nobody beats Perfection.
Kylie and I know there's a lot of great choices for new and pre-owned cars in North Idaho.
And we want Parker Subaru to be your first choice.
Because Parker Subaru has won the coveted Subaru Love Promise Customer Commitment Award every year since we began in 2012.
Not only do we have a great selection of Subarus, we have an award-winning service center.
Because we are committed to keeping you satisfied long after the purchase.
Right now, it's the 2023 Subaru Share the Love event. Visit Parker Subaru in Coeur d'Alene.
Sorry about that car accident. Got that insurance claim check for you.
I gotta call Swap. We'll make sure you get the help you deserve, and we only get paid after you win.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of them in a new Honda. Whether it's taking the gang to the slopes in an available all-wheel drive Pilot, delivering presents in a rugged Passport, or hauling a few toys for yourself in a powerful Ridgeline. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Frozen is Disney's latest hit Broadway musical. From the producer of The Lion King comes the show audiences and critics are melting for.
Coming to First Interstate Center for the Arts, July 24th to August 4th. Get tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Don't let freezing temperatures leave you stranded this winter. Let our certified technicians at Perfection winterize your car.
We'll check your tires, antifreeze, battery, belts and hoses, wipers, lighting, and more.
Keep your car going strong this winter. Nobody beats Perfection.
Welcome into Morning Sports. I'm Julian Minnesota. Multiple reports say Washington State and Oregon State are set to join the West Coast Conference in basketball and all other non-football and baseball sports for the next 2 seasons. According to Yahoo Sports, the deal is not yet official, but is expected to be finalized this week. WSU and OSU would compete as affiliate members of the WCC. This means the games would count towards conference standings. The Cougars and Beavers would also be able to compete in conference tournaments. Washington State and Oregon State have a 2-year grace period to operate as a 2-team conference and potentially rebuild the Pac-12. The WSU and OSU football teams already have a scheduling agreement with the Mountain West for next season. Gonzaga basketball took care of business against Jackson State 100-76 on Wednesday. Graham Ike led the way for Gonzaga with 22 points. Gonzaga now has 8 days off before their next game game. The Zags will host last season's national runner-up, San Diego State, at home next Friday. WSU football signed 25 players on National Signing Day. The class is highlighted by quarterback Evans Chuba, who is from Clearwater Academy in Florida. WSU also signed 4 players from Washington, the most of any FBS program. WSU also added Camden DeGraw from Coeur d'Alene High School, so there's some local players in there as well. The Cougars also kept most of their current roster. Only 15 players have transferred, and head coach Jake Dickert says the collapse of the Pac-12 had little impact on recruiting, given the amount of players they were able to retain.
Shows hopefully to everybody out there the type of culture that we've built here, that our guys want to stay, they want to be coached here, they want to be developed, they want to be treated fairly. I just think that's what, yeah, these new guys are great, but there's no secret that that was kind of the number one thing that we had to do, and we had the ability to do that.
And WSU's recruiting class is ranked number 62 in the country, according to 24/7 Sports. That's good enough for first place in the Mountain West, where the Cougars will be playing next season. That'll wrap us up for Morning Sports.
Good morning. Northwest time is now 6:26.
Still to come, crisis at the border. We'll look at the rush of migrants, the drastic steps one southern state is taking to stop that surge, and make a point.
Plus, setting the record straight, friends of Kenna Gardapi, the Kellogg mother murdered over the summer, are sharing who she was outside of her tragic death. And as we head to break, here's your first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America at 7.
In this morning's GMA First Look, an ABC News exclusive.
What was it like in those hours not knowing what happened to your niece or where she might be?
A family on a camping trip when a 9-year-old girl was taken on a bike ride. Her sudden disappearance sparking a massive multi-agency manhunt, thankfully ending with her safe return. And this morning, her aunt is speaking out for the girl's family for the first time to GMA.
And you're thinking, like, what if this doesn't end soon? What if we can't find her?
What does justice look like for you and your family?
Well, in a sense, there is no justice because, you wish that this didn't happen in the first place.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more of this exclusive interview and the family's message to others about how these sensitive cases are handled. With your GMA First Look, I'm Ariel Reshef, ABC News, New York.
Even the most chill of parents know when it's time to go into protect mode. Nothing kills more viruses on more surfaces than Lysol disinfectant spray.
Mornings. Cough? Congestion?
I'm feeling better. All in one and done with new Mucinex Kickstart.
Headache?
Better now.
New Mucinex Kickstart gives all-in-one and done relief with a morning jolt of instant cooling sensation. It's comeback season.
Did you know there's a way to cut your dishwashing time by 50%? Try Dawn Power Wash Dish Spray. It removes 99% of grease and grime in half the time. Dawn Power Wash has 3 cleaning boosters not found in traditional dish soaps that remove food and grease 5 times faster. And because it cleans so well, you can replace multiple cleaning products for counters, stoves, and even laundry stains. Try Dawn Power Wash Dish Spray. Brand power helping you buy better.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by End the Violence.
Caring for a parent, spouse, or loved one comes with a lot of responsibility, including financially. AARP and BECU are here to help by offering advice, tips, and tools with a video podcast series, Caring for Caregivers. For more information, visit this website.
Six is the winner of 23 awards on Broadway and a euphoric celebration. Six the Musical, January 23rd to the 28th at First Interstate Center for the Arts. Get tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
It's the only time of year the reindeer fly. You can't see them on their sleigh ride across the sky. Gather all your friends around or go out and paint the town. It's the only time of year the whole wide world turns upside down.
'Tis the season for big mattress savings during the year-end inventory reduction sale at Walker's.
Find your comfort on a new Beautyrest Black Hybrid or save big on Hot Buy mattresses. Plus, save 25% on Beautyrest Harmony year-end model closeuts. And say yes to no money down. No minimum purchase financing for up to 5 years.
Plus, get $300 of additional free furniture with qualifying mattress purchases, making it a season to remember during the year-end sale at Walker's.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
The 4 News Now story tracker following some top stories from here at home and around the world.
Japan says North Korea test-launched a ballistic missile that has the potential to reach all of America, both the West and East Coast. The U.S. and South Korea met on Friday, where South Korea emphasized that any nuclear attack would be met with, quote, swift, overwhelming, and decisive response.
We hope to learn more this morning about who Spokane police arrested following a standoff in Chief Garry Park. Police arrested a man at a home on East Sinto. Police are searching the property for evidence in an investigation into felony harassment.
A descendant of Europe's richest family is reportedly planning to leave his gardener at least half of his roughly $13 billion fortune. 80-year-old Nicolas Pouche is fifth-year descendant of the founder of the French luxury goods company Hermes. He wants to cancel a contract that would pass on his fortune to the Isocrates Foundation, which he founded, and instead make his employee his legal heir. The Hermes family is reportedly the world's third wealthiest. Pouche says that he said to own 5% of that company. Well, thanks so much for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is Thursday, December 21st. We want to get over to Mark and your first alert forecast.
Hi, good morning. So we do have fog in the region. Some areas it's dense. Right now we're sitting at 34 degrees. So temperatures fluctuating a little bit, but the winds are light. This is what we have with the dense fog advisory from, again, Spokane all the way to Ritzville, south into the Palouse, and then up into Deer Park, Grand Coulee. If you're going to be on Highway 2, 395, if you're heading west, you're going to see more of that. We look at the 4 things you need to know. The dense fog advisory, again, continuing till 11 o'clock. That gray, foggy day today with a little bit of drizzle. Rain and snow coming in tomorrow afternoon. It'll be snow into the mountains. And on the 25th, our Christmas Day, there's a slight chance of snow. We'll talk about how that's becoming a little more into reality. 36 into the valley, 35 Deer Park, 34 into Fairchild. Our day today, 40 will be our high. Could see some sun breaks later on this afternoon.
And new from the Breaking Now desk, there have been multiple updates on the crisis at the southern border in the past 24 hours. This morning, officials in Texas are taking action as concerns grow about the economic impact of the current surge in migrants. Texas Governor Greg Abbott releasing video and announcing he's now flying migrants to Chicago because the city, quote, started obstructing and targeting our busing mission. Governor Abbott also signed a law this week. If upheld, that new law would have authorized local police to arrest migrants suspected of crossing the border illegally. Thousands of migrants have crossed the southern border this week. ABC's Maria Villarreal was on the ground in Eagle Pass, Texas. Let's take a listen.
There has been a steady flow of migrants funneling through this grassy pit. One group leaves on a bus and another one is escorted over the riverbank. Just yesterday, 4,400 apprehensions in this area alone. Many will wait 10 to 12 hours just to be processed. Some will wait up to 2 days. Overnight, they'll sleep on this dirt with no shelter, just the clothes on their back and those foil blankets.
Now, there is growing concern about the economic impact of this surge in migrants. Officials recently closed some rail crossings at the border, halting trains that carry everything from produce to auto parts. One rail company says the shutdown is costing $200 million per day. And back to Texas, the White House has slammed the new immigration law, saying it is, quote, incredibly extreme. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now. Robin.
All right, Sydney, thank you. Friends of the Kellogg family, Major John Kaler, killed in June, want people to know their story. According to court documents, Kaler told police he was upset that the family's older son exposed himself to Kaler's younger daughter, and police didn't do anything about it. But friends of the family say there is another side of this story. Kenna Gardapi was the mom Kaler killed. He also murdered Kenna's dad and her 2 teenage boys. Kenna's friends say the family has been portrayed in a bad light, and they want to set the record straight. As they flipped through old photos, they shared stories of Kenna. They say she was the life of the party and outdoorsy. The family would often go into the mountains of the Silver Valley, hiking in the summer and skiing in the winter. They say she was a single mom who would do anything for her sons.
She worked all the time. Granted, she slept on the floor, so both kids had their own rooms. You know, she gave up everything for those boys. She would do anything for them. She was an incredible mom.
Another friend of Kenna's said some people believe Kenna didn't care about the issues her older son, Devin, was having. She said Devin had mental health issues, but Kenna had taken him to the doctor for evaluations and had been working with him. Her friends say she deserves better than how she's been portrayed.
A new test could tell you whether you're at risk of developing an addiction to opioids. The FDA has approved a tool that uses genetic testing to assess whether certain people are more likely to develop an opioid use disorder. Now, this test is meant for adults considering a short-term course of oral opioid pain meds, like after a surgery. It uses a cheek swab sample to analyze 15 genetic markers involved in the brain's reward pathways and associated with addiction. Now, despite the FDA clearance, some experts say they're still wary about using these tests in a clinical practice. Well, taking care of your yard may become more difficult. A proposed bill that's been filed for the upcoming legislative session calls on a ban for gas-powered lawnmowers, chainsaws, and more.
A Washington Representative Amy Whalen of Bellevue is proposing the ban on gas-powered outdoor equipment as part of an effort to go green. The bill states that gas and diesel outdoor tools emit air pollutants that add to climate change and impact our health. But the owner of Spokane Power Tool says a major change like this just isn't realistic in Washington.
In eastern Washington here, we get a lot of snow, and trying to tackle, large amounts of snow with a battery-operated snowblower could be quite difficult. You'd have to have a whole bucket of batteries to get through it.
If passed, this law would ban gas and diesel equipment from being processed by at least the end of 2026, possibly sooner. People in Wichita, Kansas are getting quite the treat. Some are receiving a knock at the door.
And every week, Spencer B. finds yards around his hometown that need a good trim and offers to clean them up for free. Check this out.
Do free lawn transformations in the neighborhood? I'd love to take care of it for you.
I've actually seen quite a few of his videos on TikTok. They're very impressive. Well, Spencer was already running his company, SB Mowing, when he got this idea 2 years ago. He started providing these free touch-ups, which he would then record and post on social media. Millions of subscribers later, social media has enabled Spencer to make this his full-time job, mowing people's lawns for free.
It's hard to describe the feeling without just telling you to go out and do it yourself to see how it feels.
Spencer says that he mainly hopes that his deeds inspire people.
I would say so.
It's a best of both worlds situation. You're giving back to your community and you're also able to keep your full-time job too, which is pretty cool. Yep. Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:37.
Checking in with Mark. We're talking about a white Christmas.
Well, last year you had more destinations that were white. In fact, we had about 45% of the country had some white Christmas. This year, it's been warmer and it's been rain instead of snow, so just over 15%. We're going to talk about whether we'll become part of that 15% coming up.
Also still to come, a popular stocking stuffer could result in a scam. How to make sure your gift cards are legit.
And an important safety warning to Toyota drivers. The recall you'll want to know about. It's coming up next on Good Morning Northwest.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
Mesmerize her with Coast Diamond Jewelry from Tracy Jewelers. Coast is committed to creating fine, quality jewelry that is stylish, imaginative, and instills lasting memories. Mark your moments with the sophistication of Coast Diamond from Tracy Jewelers.
We are here in Israel, a nation at war, the worst attack in 50 years. Israel waging a fierce bombardment of Gaza.
When it matters most, America turns to David Muir and ABC's World News Tonight.
Jonah here. Before you decide on an SUV, I invite you to see and drive the Volkswagen Tiguan. It's impressive and it checks all the boxes. A roomy interior, plenty of cargo space with remote power liftgate. All-wheel drive, that's important in the Northwest. Solid performance, modern infotainment system with all the high-tech choices. Check out the Tiguan at your nearby Post Falls Volkswagen, the home of 0000.
Do more in a new Chevy.
Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Blazer models. Or use your Red Tag bonus cash to get $1,500 total cash allowance on this Blazer.
See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
Have you heard about the TYM 2515 tractor? It's a full-feature compact tractor that's made for landscapers, hobby farmers, and landowners. And through the end of 2023, get 0% interest and 84 months with the largest lift capacity in its class. Get the best incentives of the year right now by visiting TYMOffers.com. Better yet, visit Cascade Tractor Supply in Spokane. TYM.
Wishing you a happy and joyful holiday season from BECU.
Mesmerize her with Coast Diamond Jewelry from Tracy Jewelers. Coast is committed to creating fine, quality jewelry that is stylish, imaginative, and instills lasting memories. Mark your moments with the sophistication of Coast Diamond from Tracy Jewelers.
Welcome back. In the time is now 6:41. Whether you're giving a gift or receiving one this holiday season, gift cards are definitely popular, and you're asked to check carefully to make sure you're not falling for a scam with them. The Better Business Bureau is warning that gift card scams are surging. They're a popular holiday gift idea, but scammers are increasingly targeting gift cards to steal information from you and money. Scam reports are up 50% since last year. The BBB warns that scammers could be tampering with those gift cards and stealing barcodes or targeting online shoppers and asking them to pay with a gift card that's not from the retailer.
That's a huge red flag. There's a lot of scams that are perpetrated where the scammer is asking for a gift card, such as like a grandparent scam or a utility scam.
Now, before you go out and buy that gift card, check for stickers covering the barcode by running your finger over the back of the physical card. They may contain a phony barcode, and when it gets scanned at checkout, you'll send your cash to that scammer's account. Be careful of websites that check your balance on your cards as well. Some sites could use your card's ID number and PIN to drain all the money from it. And finally, check for ripped or wrinkled packaging. The BBB says that thieves often remove gift cards from the display rack and record the numbers that are linked to it.
All right, good morning. Your 10-second takeaway on your screen. Clouds, fog, chilly. It's going to be, and it even feels more chilly because of all of that moisture in the air. Light winter gear as you head out, you'll need it, but a high today of 40.
We have a consumer alert. Toyota is recalling about 1 million cars over a potential glitch with the passenger airbag sensor. It could keep the airbag from deploying when it needs to. The recall covers 15 Toyota and Lexus models from 2020 to 2022. Toyota will notify owners of the recalled vehicles by the middle of February.
Well, it's getting down to the wire here. It's the semifinals of the 4 News Now festive film Face Off, and the votes are nearly tied between White Christmas and How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Now, it's also between Charlie Brown and It's a Wonderful Life.
You can cast your vote for your favorites on KXLY.com/holiday movies. The finals will be set at midnight tonight. Get your vote in.
Yes, see who the winner is. Excited to see.
It's now 6:43.
We are inching closer and closer to Christmas here, and if you're flying to see your loved ones, you can expect a busy airport. What the TSA says it's doing to avoid any holiday travel meltdowns. Next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team and Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on our next job. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXLY.com to nominate it. Our thanks to Horizon Credit Union for sponsoring the 4 News Now Extreme Team.
Coeur d'Alene Nissan, the home of zero. Zero down, zero security deposit, zero first month's payment, zero due at signing. Financing is easy with 0% available and options for all types of credit. Locally owned and great deals. Why go anywhere else? Plus, we're offering top dollar because we want to buy your car. Selling your car just got easy with instant cash offers. Nice cars, nice people. Give us a try. Coeur d'Alene Nissan, right behind Super 1 on Highway 95.
This is our call to inaction, to answer the call of the recliner.
And we're getting takeout because we've been out all day long.
It's the year-end sale. Save 30% on everything. Plus 0% interest for 36 months.
We will take a load off by loading up on snacks.
Hurry in. Year-end sale going on now. Lazy Boy. Long live the lazy.
This Christmas, treat yourself to a new Toyota from Finley and take advantage of year-end specials on your favorite Toyotas. Plus, delay payments for up to 90 days, making it a great time to check off your wish list for that perfect gift from Finley.
I wish we could make Christmas time like it used to be. Toys made of metal, trees made of wood. I wouldn't change a thing. Except maybe the carpet. But now, at Skelton's Carpet One, get up to 50% off select in-stock flooring and 15% off all regular priced material in the store. Carpet starting at just $1.47 and waterproof laminate starting at $2.41 per square foot. Let Skelton's help make this Christmas one to remember.
Shop your Bi-Mart Christmas savings book now and save. Pick up a copy in-store or find it at Bi-Mart.com. We'll help you tackle your gift giving for less. All Christmas food gift sets are 20% off. All pet toys are 25% off. Plus, save 30% on all winter gloves, hats, scarves, boots, robes, sleepwear, and slippers. Save more this Christmas season at Bi-Mart, your Northwest employee-owned membership store.
4 News Now is brought to you by Ace Hardware.
Welcome back in. The time now 6:46. The mad dash for the holidays is officially underway, and bad weather in some parts of the country has already started to make it a bumpy start. But Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg says he's working closely with airlines to prevent a meltdown.
We get down-to-the-minute weather predictions from National Weather Service meteorologists. The big thing that airlines need to control is how resilient the system is to that weather.
And the TSA says that it has staffed to meet the travel crush, expecting almost 2.5 million passengers a day just ahead of Christmas. The Spokane Airport is expecting this holiday season to be one of the busiest yet, and it wants you to be prepared. The busiest travel days are expected to be tomorrow and the day after Christmas, and the following Thursday and Friday. Now, throughout the season, traffic is expected to peak between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. every day. So what can you do to prevent any issues? For starters, wait to wrap your gifts. Don't bring those big wrapped presents in your carry-on or checked luggage. And they ask you to arrive to the airport at least 2 hours before boarding and have your boarding pass and ID ready before you even get into the security line. And we've seen already a couple delays this morning.
Yeah, I just looked. There are 5 delays now. And yeah, 4 of them going into Seattle and 1 into Las Vegas.
Definitely good to know.
Hey, here is a live look at the beautiful Cowley Park with all those amazing lights, making spirits bright. The Extreme team did all that great work.
Absolutely love that.
It's looking so good still.
And got Christmas music from 8 to 8.
Okay. Very nice.
Occasionally, sometimes it has gone overnight a couple of years ago, so we had to really make sure we had a rock solid system. But I got to tell you, I just absolutely love it. I hope you get down there and take a look. All right. Temperatures right now, warmer than an average high for this time of year, which is 33 degrees. 36 into downtown, 37 Liberty Lake, 37 into Coeur d'Alene. So again, mild, warm. We're going to see the potential for some rain moving in, but not today. 40 will be our high today. If we see any rain, it'd be north of I-90 all the way up and around Colville and Deer Park. 31 for the overnight low. More fog tomorrow morning. All right, so we put our forecast models to work, and we're going to push them hard. We get into Friday, it looks like noon. We're going to see that chance of rain. Look at that, all the way down into Oregon. That band moves through quickly. Higher elevation snows. That's going to be 4th of July, Lookout Pass, crossing into Montana. It's going to be short-lived. Saturday afternoon looking pretty good for travel. Saturday night into Sunday looking pretty good. Sunday into Monday. All right, so Christmas Eve into Christmas Day, right? Santa doing his thing. Looks like Mother Nature could do its thing as well. She could bring us a little bit of, we have a 20% chance of seeing a white Christmas, 1/10 of an inch of snow or better. And we're going to see that certainly in the northern sections of the state and into North Idaho. Also into the northern Cascades, they could get some heavy snow out of this. Now, 40 will be our high today, 42 into Coeur d'Alene, Ritzville 42, 44 into the Tri-Cities. We do have dense fog on 395 heading out west and south. So allow for extra time. That light rain Friday, 40 degrees, 34 Saturday, Sunday 33, and partly cloudy conditions. We could see some sunshine. Christmas Day, warming to 35, and then rain coming in Tuesday and Wednesday with the potential for higher elevation snow. But that snow level is going to be at 4,000, maybe 5,000 feet.
Oh, wow, that's way up there.
It is.
Mark, thanks.
Mark.
It is now just about 10 minutes before the hour. Your morning sprint is coming up.
Thanks so much for waking up with us on Good Morning Northwest. We'll be right back for the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Spokane Wedding Expo is January 6th. For tickets, visit SpokaneWeddingExpo.com.
Cash in this holiday season at Spokane Tribe Casino in the Winter Wonderland Cash Drawings. Win your share of more than $57,000 in cash every Saturday in December. Only at Spokane Tribe Casino. You just win here.
Sorry about that car accident. Got that insurance claim check for you.
I gotta call Swap. I gotta call Swap.
Here you go.
That's it? I'm calling him.
You forgot your check.
Craig Swap & Associates is on your side. We'll make sure you get the help you deserve, and we only get paid after you win.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
What is a jewelry design center? Locally owned and the largest jewelry store in the region, offering you more choices, more options. A showroom filled with world-famous brands and designers. A center who also creates exclusive designs and one-of-a-kind pieces. Whose specialized selection process ensures the brightest diamonds and most vivid gems. We are not your average jewelry store. We are Jewelry Design Center, and we want to be your jeweler for life.
Is your home ready to make warm memories this holiday season? Call local family-owned Factory Rep Blinds. From Roman shades and screens to draperies and shutters, Factory Rep Blinds has every type of window treatment from all the major brands. Not only do they install at no extra charge, but they'll bring samples to you. Call for your free consultation at 509-327-9637. That's 509-327-9637. Call local family-owned Factory Rep Blinds. We do the work. You enjoy the results.
Our motto here at Holiday Heating is fixed right or it's free. That means that we'll get the job done right the first time, and if we don't,
we will own up to that and we will take care of it for you for free.
Fixed right or it's free means that we are accountable for the 100% satisfaction of our customers.
We'll come back and get the job done and with no additional charge to the customer.
We are humans and we do make mistakes, but we are here to make it right and make sure our customers know that.
Cash in this holiday season at Spokane Tribe Casino in the Winter Wonderland Cash Drawings. Win your share of more than $57,000 in cash every Saturday in December. Only at Spokane Tribe Casino. You just win here.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now. This Good Morning Northwest morning sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
The time is now 6:53. Time to get you ready to take on your Thursday in the morning sprint.
Sydney Charles has details on a crucial prisoner swap between the U.S. and Venezuela.
But first, there's a lot of fog in the forecast. Let's get right over to Mark to see what else you can expect for the day.
All right, good morning, everybody. First Alert Weather, and that First Alert Weather app, it's free. It's available in the App Store. You download it. Here we go. We do have limited visibility as you head out west and you get on I-90. We're seeing, again, some delays at the airport. Check before you go. Temperatures right now, we're into the mid-30s throughout much of the area. 37 into Liberty Lake. Our highs today, we're going to be at 40 with cloud cover and a sun break later on this afternoon. 42 into Coeur d'Alene.
Spokane police took a man into custody at a house near Chief Gary Park last night following a standoff. It happened on East Sanido. Now police are searching for the property for evidence into an investigation into felony harassment. We'll keep you posted with any new information as soon as it becomes available.
Fire crews put out a fire at an apartment building on 11th and Cedar this morning. Firefighters responded to a call just before 5 o'clock from neighbors who smelled smoke and were concerned about drug activity. When firefighters arrived, they found a fire inside one unit of the apartment. They broke down the door, found a fire they say was caused by drug activity. Firefighters put that fire out, are mopping it up. The unit where the fire started has significant damage, but the fire did not reach beyond that. You can read more details about this story on KXLY.com.
A cousin of a missing woman who was found dead in Valley Ford last week is in mourning. Janelle Martinson vanished in late November, with her cousin left to wonder what happened. Court documents accuse her ex-boyfriend, Colton Russell, of killing her. Russell himself was killed a week and a half ago in Northeast Spokane. Martinson's body was found on December 14th off of South Madison Road. According to court documents, Martinson's murder was discovered during an investigation into the deaths of Russell and Kiara Morgan Wieland. The suspect in those murders, Brandon Kenny, told investigators Russell killed Martinson and then threatened to kill him if he didn't help move her body. Martinson's cousin says that she was a domestic violence victim at the hands of Russell. Murder suspect Brandon Kenny is being held on a $1 million bond. He's charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder.
Friends of the Kellogg family, Major John Kaler, killed in June, want people to know their story. According to court documents, Kaler told police he was upset that the family's older son exposed himself to Kaler's younger daughter, and police didn't do anything about it. But friends of the family say there's another side of the story. Kenna Gardapi was the mom Kaler killed. Kaler also murdered Kenna's dad and her 2 teenage boys. Kenna's friends say the family has been portrayed in a bad light, and they want to set the record straight. As they flipped through old photos, they shared stories of Kenna, saying she was the life of the party and outdoorsy. The family would often go into the mountains of Silver Valley, hiking in the summer, skiing in the winter. They say she was a single mom who would do anything for her sons. You can read more about what Kenna's friends told 4 News Now on KXLY.com.
A critical prisoner swap between the U.S. and Venezuela is bringing 10 Americans back home. 6 of the 10 wrongfully detained Americans who were freed in that prisoner exchange deal landed at a Texas Army base earlier today. The White House agreeing to grant clemency to Alex Saab, an alleged investor for Venezuela's president who faced money laundering charges. Venezuela also extradited Leonard Francis back to the U.S. as part of the deal. The former military contractor known as Fat Leonard fled to Venezuela after escaping house arrest in San Diego. All the details on the prisoner swap is coming up next on Good Morning America.
A consumer alert to tell you about this morning. Toyota is recalling about 1 million cars over a potential glitch with the passenger airbag sensor. It could keep the airbag from deploying when it should. That recall covers 15 Toyota and Lexus models from 2020 to 2022. Toyota will be notifying owners of the recalled vehicles by the middle of February.
The Spokane Airport expects this holiday season to be the busiest one yet, and it wants you to be prepared. The busiest travel days are expected to be tomorrow, the day after Christmas, and the following Thursday and Friday. Throughout the season, traffic is expected to peak between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. every day. So what can you do to prevent issues? For starters, wait to wrap your gifts. Don't bring wrapped presents in your carry-on or checked luggage. Arrive to the airport at least 2 hours before boarding, and have your boarding pass and ID ready to go before you enter that security line.
Well, you've been showing us your dressed up pets for the holidays, and let's take a look at another one. This is Odin, decked out in a Grinch costume, and he doesn't really look too impressed there.
Oh, he does not. Well, today is the last day to submit a festive picture of your pet to KXLY.com/holidaypets. One of your submissions will win a $200 Amazon gift card courtesy of the good folks at BECU. You have until midnight tonight to send us your holiday pet picture. And again, KXLY.com/holidaypets. You can see the sun starting to rise just a bit over One Spokane Stadium. We'll be back with Mark's forecast after.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Roundup's like an accidental savings account.
But how much can you really save?
Yeah, I mean,
whoa.
Ring in the season with some Holly Jolly jackpots at the Kootenai Casino in Bonners Ferry. Santa's got you on his list for Winter Wonder spins and a New Year's Eve countdown to cash. Cozy up in a Kootenai Falls Lodge room starting at just $79 midweek, or upgrade to a Riverview room for $99. Come celebrate all December at the Kootenai Casino. Call 888-YOU-ARE-LUCKY or visit KootenaiRiverInn.com.
Are you looking for a trustworthy publishing company to publish your book?
Covenant Books is an author-friendly publisher who shares your passion and beliefs. Call us today and we'll send you a free author packet to help get you started.
Call the number right now for your free writer's guide.
All right, take a live look outside, and we've got a little bit of fog. Certainly dense onto the South Hill and on 5 Mile earlier today, and we're expecting that same thing to happen through mid-morning with a dense fog advisory till 11 a.m. Today, we're going to get a couple of breaks. We might see a little bit of sunshine, but 40 will be our high today. We look into the future with our planning forecast. 40 again tomorrow, but look for the weekend. That cold front passes with those rain showers on Friday. We're going to be above freezing, but much cooler. Well, Monday, Christmas, 35 with a 20% chance of some snow.
Well, thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Yeah, we will see you throughout Good Morning America with live local updates. It starts right now.